Hello everyone. This is a video on how to create a video for upload to YouTube, which can then be added to Google Classroom for your assignments, but also just in general how to create a screen sharing video. So, as I mentioned before, there are two apps that I've found that are free that work well. The first that I think is very easy to use is called Flashback Express, and the second that's more complicated but also more configurable is called OBS Studio. So, Flashback Express, which I have down here at the bottom of my screen, if I go to Google and I put in Flashback Express, it's the first option. If I click on that, I do not want to try the Pro because the free version is unlimited and you only basically lose the editor and some options that you're not necessarily going to need. So if I press download, I have Flashback Pro here and I have Flashback Express. I want the Express one. So when I do that, it's automatically going to start downloading. Now I've already downloaded this, so once I've downloaded it, I'm going to see it somewhere on my desktop because it's going to create a shortcut. And this is the player, don't worry about that. You want to look at this one with a little red dot. That's your screen recorder. When I open this, what's very nice about this program is that I'm going to see this screen as soon as I open it. And I'm presented with all of the options that I need to record. So this first option right here is what I want to record. Do I want to record the whole screen, just a part of my screen, or just a window in Chrome, for example? Now I'm recording my entire screen, and I generally do, because it can be easy to forget what region you have selected or what window you have selected, and you can't really tell until after you've finished your recording. So I've chosen full screen. Then down here I have two options for sound. I have record my microphone and record PC sounds. So if I record my microphone, that's recording what I'm saying. If I record PC sounds, that's going to include notifications and other things that are happening on my computer. And this last option is to record webcam. Now you'll notice that I have none of these selected right now. So you can choose what you want to select. Some people may just want to record their screen and record their voice. But if you want to, you can add video to that, which I've done for some of my classes, but that's because I tend to use a lot of hand gestures when I'm teaching. And just, I think it helps for students to, at least for engagement, to feel more like they're in a class, like they're in a real virtual class. So once I've selected which options I want here, I press record. Once I've stopped recording, and when I press record, there's going to be a little bar that appears that is going to stay on my screen that I can press stop whenever I want to. Once I've done that, on this exact same screen where it says recordings, if I click on that, I'm going to see the recordings I've made with this application. Now, this file cannot be uploaded to YouTube because it is an FBR file, flashback recording. So it's their proprietary file type. So, once I get here, to get this to YouTube, if you look on the right-hand side, there's this export button. If I click that, and I'm not going to click it right now because I had a lot of stuff open, or I do right now, but it can cause my computer to crash sometimes. If I click on export here, I'm going to get three different options for file types to export this as. So to turn this FBR file into something that YouTube or Google Drive can upload and play. So if I press export, I'm going to have the option for MP4, AVI, and WMV. Now, I would suggest MP4 because that will work on a variety of different platforms. However, if you're uploading to YouTube, any one of those three will work. And then students or anybody else can just access that with the link. So I press this, it's going to give me an option, I select that option, and I press export. And make sure you keep track of where that file goes. Once I've exported it, you can see right here, this TOK evidence video is the FBR file. I know that because it's purple and it has the camera on it. This is what it looks like once I've exported it to an MP4 file, so I can see the actual video. This is what I want to upload to YouTube. So once I have my video downloaded and on my computer, I go to YouTube. So for example here, if I go to youtube.com, in the upper right hand side, and again I want to make sure I'm signed into my school account, in the upper right hand side there's this button that says create a video or post. If I click on that, it's going to send me to the YouTube studio. So you can see I've uploaded a bunch of videos here. Now what I want to do, if you pressed on that button, it's going to automatically have the option to upload. But I want to press create in the upper right hand corner, upload video, select a file from my computer. So in this case, I want to go to desktop, which is where I saved my file. Yours might be saved in videos, for example, if you didn't choose a location. So I'm going to go to desktop, and I can see, go down to TOK, here are the ones I showed you that were on the my desktop. So I have this purple file, it also says here, Flashback movie, and then down here I have an MP4 file. I actually did WMV for that one, but it doesn't matter for YouTube. So this one is an MP4 file, and if I click on that and press open, it's going to upload it. Now while this is uploading, you can see the progress down here. There are two options that I need to select here. The first one is here. Doesn't matter which one you press, but let's say yes, it's made for kids, so the ones for my classes, for example. Then up top, I have 1, 2, 3. In this visibility one, it's important that I check this option, unlisted. Now I can do this after the video is created as well, but when I press unlisted there, that means that only people that have the link, the shareable link, can see my video. So not anyone can just go onto YouTube and search for my video. They need the link. I press unlisted, and then I press save. Once I've done that, you're going to see that my video says pending right now because it's still uploading. I'm going to cancel this because I already have that video there. Once it's uploaded, so these are some of the videos I have, you can see that this says unlisted. Now I can change that if I want to something else, if you forgot to do that, for example, but I want it as unlisted. Then, if I hover over any one of these videos, you'll see these 5 options that are right there. So, of these options, if I click on this rightmost one, options, and some of these other ones are interesting. This, for example, shows who's seen your video and when they've seen your video. But if I click on this, options, the second option is get shareable link. If I click that, it's going to copy the link that allows someone to see my video. This edit title and description you might want to do as well. I did that to get the name of the lesson in there. If I press those 3 buttons, press get shareable link, now I have the link to YouTube, which I can share through WhatsApp, or I can share through Google Classroom or any other method of sharing something like that. When you're sharing these types of videos, it's better to do it through YouTube than it is to do it through Google Drive. Because if you do it through Google Drive, there's a possibility for certain people that they're not going to be able to play it in Google Drive. They may need to download it first. And so it will take much longer for them to do that. And even if they can watch it in Google Drive, the rate of data transfer is not the same as it is in YouTube. And the kids are used to using YouTube. So it's preferable to use YouTube. Now, YouTube does have a 15-minute upload limit, meaning that you can upload as many videos as you want, but they can't be longer than 15 minutes. However, if you Google verify YouTube account, all you need to do is put in your phone number, and they'll send you a text. You put in the code, and then you can upload for longer than that. They just want to make sure that you're not a spam bot. So, again, if I get this shareable link in Google Classroom, for example, or to go to one of my assignments, any one of my assignments, say this one, which I already have a video for. If I edit my assignment, you'll see that I already have a video down here. Now, what I have in here is my presentation, the assessment that I'm having the students do, and then a YouTube video at the bottom explaining my presentation and explaining the questions that I want them to answer. If I press add here and I press link, that is where I can put in that YouTube link that I just copied. And if I press add link, you'll see that it appears down here at the bottom. So very quick. Then they're able to see it. If you wanted to share it in WhatsApp, for example, here, all I need to do is paste that link and wait a second, and then you'll see my video thumbnail of it, and then the title of the video comes up. So that's how you create and share one of those videos. If you feel like trying something a little bit harder, with the OBS Studio, you can do things like use a green screen so they only see you, and you can also move the video of yourself around the screen, because with Flashback, it's always going to be up here in the upper right-hand corner, so you have to be mindful of that when you're creating videos. However, with the OBS Studio, for example, you can move it around. But Flashback, because when you open it, you can see this screen that has all of your options, is a lot easier as a result. OBS Studio is harder because it's configurable, but that also means that there are more options. So it's really up to you which one you decide to use. But regardless, it's a great option for virtual class and also for virtual tutorials. If you have any other questions, please contact me, and I can help walk you through some of these options.